What if you could read anyone's true emotions in under 3 seconds, regardless of what they are saying or how well they think they are hiding their feelings? I asked ChatGPT to teach me the secret science of instant emotion reading. And what I learned gave me almost supernatural abilities to understand people. By the end of this video, you will possess the same power that FBI agents and master manipulators use to see through any emotional facade. According to Dr. Paul Ekman, groundbreaking research at UC San Francisco, humans display over 10,000 different facial expressions, but only 7 emotions are universal across all cultures: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, disgust, and contempt. However, most people can only consciously recognize about 30% of these emotional signals, leaving them blind to the majority of human communication. What shocked me was learning that emotions leak through micro-expressions lasting just 1/25th of a second. These involuntary facial movements reveal true feelings before the conscious mind can suppress them. The CIA and FBI train agents to read these signals, giving them enormous advantages in interrogations and negotiations. But this knowledge has been kept secret from the general public until now. I asked ChatGPT to teach me this hidden science, and the results were immediate and dramatic. Within hours, I could detect lies, identify hidden attractions, and predict people's reactions before they even knew what they were feeling. The power was intoxicating and slightly terrifying. ChatGPT explained that emotion reading works because the human brain processes emotions in layers. The limbic system generates emotional responses 500 milliseconds before the prefrontal cortex can intervene with conscious control. During this brief window, authentic emotions leak through involuntary physical signals. Dr. Amy Cuddy's research at Harvard Business School shows that body language accounts for 55% of all communication, while tone of voice contributes 38%, leaving only 7% for actual words. Most people focus exclusively on words while ignoring the 93% of communication that reveals true emotional states. ChatGPT taught me to read 5 primary channels of emotional information. The first channel is facial microexpressions. The face contains 43 muscles that create thousands of possible combinations. Genuine emotions activate specific muscle groups for example, real happiness engages both the zygomatic major muscles around the mouth and orbicularis oculi muscles around the eyes, creating crow feet. Fake smiles only activate mouth muscles. The second channel is eye movement patterns. The eyes provide direct access to emotional and cognitive states. Looking up and left typically indicates visual memory, while up and right suggests visual construction. Rapid blinking indicates stress or deception, while sustained eye contact can signal either confidence or aggression, depending on context. The third channel is vocal tonality shifts. Stress and deception cause involuntary changes in vocal patterns. The voice rises in pitch when lying, and speech becomes either faster due to anxiety or slower due to careful construction of false information. These changes occur regardless of linguistic content. The fourth channel is body positioning and gestures. Authentic emotions produce congruent body language, while suppressed emotions create physical tension and contradictory gestures. Crossed arms do not always mean defensiveness. Context matters, but sudden position changes often indicate emotional shifts. The fifth channel is autonomic nervous system responses. Fear, anger, and attraction trigger involuntary physical responses. Pupil dilation, increased blink rates, skin color changes, and breathing pattern alterations. These responses cannot be consciously controlled and provide the most reliable emotional information. ChatGPT provided a systematic training protocol based on methods used by intelligence agencies. The process involved 3 phases. The first phase is baseline establishment. Before reading emotions, you must establish each person's baseline behavior. Everyone has unique patterns of expression, gesture, and speech. Spend the first few minutes of any interaction observing their natural state when relaxed and comfortable. The second phase is deviation detection. Once you know someone's baseline, watch for deviations. Sudden changes in facial expression, voice tone, or body language indicate emotional shifts. The key is noticing incongruence between different communication channels. The third phase is pattern integration. Advanced emotion reading requires integrating information from all 5 channels simultaneously. A single signal might be meaningless, but multiple concurrent changes reveal authentic emotional states with high accuracy. I practiced this system for 2 weeks, and the results were extraordinary. I could predict when my colleagues were stressed before they showed obvious signs. I detected romantic interests that people thought they were hiding. Most dramatically, I avoided several potentially problematic situations by reading warning signs in others' emotional states. ChatGPT emphasized that emotional reading abilities come with ethical responsibilities. This knowledge can be used for manipulation or genuine connection. The research shows that people with high emotional intelligence use these skills to create better relationships and help others feel understood. In sales, reading client emotions allows you to address concerns they have not yet verbalized. In leadership, it helps you support team members who are struggling but unwilling to ask for help. In relationships, it enables deeper empathy and connection by responding to unspoken emotional needs. However, ChatGPT warned about the curse of emotional visibility. Once you can see emotions clearly, you become aware of how often people lie, manipulate, or hide their true feelings. This knowledge can be isolating and overwhelming without proper emotional boundaries. After mastering basic emotion reading, ChatGPT taught me advanced techniques used by master practitioners. Emotional mirroring involves subtly matching others' emotional states to build rapport and encourage authentic expression. People feel more comfortable revealing their true emotions when they sense emotional synchronization. Strategic vulnerability means sharing appropriate personal emotions to create psychological safety, encouraging others to reciprocate with genuine emotional expression rather than social facades. Contextual calibration involves adjusting interpretation based on cultural background, personality type, and situational factors. The same expression can mean different things in different contexts. The most powerful technique was emotional aikido, using others' emotional energy to guide interactions in positive directions rather than resisting or manipulating their feelings. Mastering emotion reading transformed every aspect of my life. My relationships improved because I could respond to people's actual emotional needs rather than their stated positions. My career advanced because I could navigate office politics and negotiations with unprecedented insight. Most importantly, I developed genuine empathy. When you can see others' emotions clearly, you realize that everyone is struggling with something. Anger often masks fear or hurt. Arrogance usually hides insecurity. Hostility frequently stems from past trauma. This understanding made me more patient and compassionate. Instead of reacting to people's surface behaviors, I began responding to their underlying emotional needs. The results were remarkable. Difficult people became allies. Conflicts resolved quickly, and my influence increased dramatically. ChatGPT concluded with an important warning. Emotional reading abilities are powerful and must be used responsibly. The goal should always be genuine understanding and connection, never manipulation or exploitation. People have the right to emotional privacy, and forcing others to reveal feelings they prefer to keep hidden is a violation of that privacy. Remember that everyone is fighting battles you cannot see. When you can read emotions clearly, use that knowledge to be kinder, not cleverer. The ability to read emotions instantly is learnable, but it requires practice and ethical commitment. Start by observing the 5 emotional channels in your daily interactions. What has been your experience with reading people's emotions? Share your insights in the comments below. And subscribe for more content on understanding human psychology and building deeper connections.